So here's the heavyweight contender, Curtis Razor Blaydes, JUCO national champion at Harper College as a collegiate wrestler, and he has been one of the more prolific takedown artists this heavyweight division has ever seen.
Yes, he's a very big, very strong, very skilled wrestler, but don't sleep on the hands of Curtis Blaydes. In the Justin Willis fight, you saw the wrestling set up the overhand right that put Willis down, and you've seen that from Curtis Blaydes, a guy that's so good at that one skill that it opens everything else up. Curtis Blaydes is a beast in the heavyweight division. He
was massively disappointed that Francis Ngannou rematch didn't go his way, but to your point, turned around quickly, beat Justin Willis, and got right back on that path to contention. We'll see how it goes for Curtis Blaydes here tonight. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight. But there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce effing Lee, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Curtis Razor Blaydes. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Good to have you with us tonight from T-Mobile Arena, the home of the NHL's Vegas Golden Knights, and the building in which DC shocked some of the MMA world at UFC 226, but this venue will always have a special place for you.
This venue holds a special place in my heart. UFC 226, I became the double champion. This is a fight venue that you should want to compete in. A great arena where you can make history. Tonight, you get your chance.
Just missed with the elbow there. All right, the wrestler having a little trouble engaging here in the clinch, and as you well know, he's got a lot of tricks and takedowns from this very position.
Well, he manipulates you. He manipulates you from the underhook. He gets to the underhook and starts to move you forward, backwards, he's tripping. He's foot sweeping you. He has so many different ways to get you to the ground that you can never really feel comfortable from this clinch position.
So more output, at least in the early going.
Ooh, big shot, man.
Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick.
Nice leg kick.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
So unable to connect on the uppercut. Doing work with the jab there. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing the shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
And that spinning kick out, it's home up top. Midway through round one. And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. Blaydes gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
Dig and kick.
Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body. His face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Oh, seamless transition to half guard there.
Unbelievable how quickly he was able to slice that leg through to get to the half guard.
Blaydes is back in half guard. Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. Under 90 seconds now to go in round one.
He's got to start throwing down.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Blaydes. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He's in the mount.
Blaydes making these ground strikes count. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes.
He's got to be careful here.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Final seconds of round one. Round two is next.
Stop!
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool for the beginning of this round. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Big power shot there. Man, how good is this takedown defense tonight? Pretty good attempt offensively, but once again, the sprawl is there.
Well, the wrestler's doing a good job of setting up his takedowns. He just can't finish. This guy's really good, man, and we knew this would be an even fight. But you are seeing the more well-rounded guy getting the job done tonight. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Beautiful ground and pound, and that will cut him.
Lee gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Best punch in the game. Beautiful jab. He's sticking him over and over again. He's got his head popping back.
Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Lee. All right, going for a single leg takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him there.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg.
In the half guard.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Lee.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Lee's in half guard. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Blaydes is right back to the full mount. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Lee getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is...
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Blaydes. Oh, good ground and pound here. Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here in the octagon.
To go home and admire your work, it doesn't take till the next morning. He's going back to the room right now and firing up the video to look at beauty in action. And he was the one causing all the action.
Blaydes is back in full mount. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Well, he's got his back now. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two.
Big punch to the body. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Clean left punch followed by the right. Seconds winding down in round two. Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice.
Oh, so saved by the bell. He was getting grounded and pounded something fierce there near the end of the round. You see it's going to take him a good chunk of these 60 seconds between rounds just to get back to his feet. So a big moment here at the end of the round. We'll see if he can recover in time to make the walk here for this next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship.
All
huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Well, missed on that one.
Big right hook there by the champ. Oh, he's doing a real good job of levitating off of the strikes, too. Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. Nice shot there by the champ.
Blaydes is in half guard now. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing. And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Back mount now. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Well, eventually he's going to try to get up, but he's moving his head pretty well.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Lee's in half guard.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. So we have passed the midway point in the fight.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cup and lands a strike right on it. Lands with the ground and pound here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Blaydes is back in full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, man, another ground strike gets through. It's going to be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear.
Like that.
He's a big shot, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing.
And now he's got the back. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Curtis Blaydes. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue.
Oh, big, big shots here. Oh, he's got his back. Nicely done. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Lee. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Lee's eye starting to swell now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
All right, that was a good round. That was a good one. You had great control on the ground, and I need you to be active. I need you to go after those submissions. He's giving you the opportunities.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end. As we look back at some of the action, what a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurting bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Blaydes.
Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable. Beautiful transition. Oh.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Lee. Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. He's got to be careful here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Curtis Blaydes. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Nice transition.
Blaydes is right back to the full mount here. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, but that cut just continues to get targeted by his opponent.
He's a bloody mess, Jay. He's been beat up. The guy has been targeting the eye, and now the cut is at a stage that I don't know if he's...
Oh, big shots raining down. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Blaydes. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Lee.
Get your hips back. Move your hips.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Lee gets pounded here on the ground. The elbow there doing the damage.
Like that.
Oh, man, that cut is nasty. Oh, these grounds. Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Curtis Blaydes.
Tremendous razor blades, ladies and gentlemen. What a win for Blaydes here tonight. We saw some of the evolutions he has made with his striking game. The wrestling was still on point, and you start